der Wunderkammer. I'm living in Franconia, Germany, not far from Nuremberg. This is Lily. She's my toughest critic and she slowly gets used to my creatures. I studied graphic design and photography. After that, I worked in an advertising agency for a few years and started my own business in the mid-80s. Since then, I have been working as a commercial photographer for various clients, mainly still life, beverages, cosmetics and craft items. Through my job, I have known Polymer Clay since the 80s. I made countless jewelry, step-by-step and milieu shots for the Fimo company, so I was quite familiar with most of the Polymer Clay techniques. I'm working with Polymer Clay for 10 years now. And this was my first one, and after that things became a little bit bigger. After I finished the Einmannlein-Laufen, I worked 9 months on it. I had enough of these long-lasting projects and started to work on smaller items. I started with this one, followed by a lot of strange beings, mean, funny, pitiful and fearless creatures. Usually I make a few sketches to get a better spatial idea of the object. The next step is to build the armature. Since my sculptures are supposed to stand on their own and often have long legs, I use different thicknesses of iron wire and solder it. The body volume is built from thinner wire and aluminum foil. But usually everything will be covered with polymer clay. Various metal powders are also important ingredients in my pieces. I use them to imitate the metallic luster of gold and silver and all the metal-like machine parts of my creatures. I like kinetic toys, moving scenes with figures operated by crank or electric motor. Polymer clay is ideal for this purpose. The movable joints of metal can be easily covered with it and cured in the oven. But with my quite limited mechanical skills, I found that the development of the sometimes very complex mechanics with gears, crankshafts and gear ratios took me too much time and nerves. After finishing it, I usually shoot my sculptures from all sides in the studio and make cutouts. They can then be used in many ways on my homepage or other purposes. Additionally, I started photographing my creatures out in the wild some time ago. Of course, this is a logistical problem. Besides my camera bag and sometimes a tripod, I also have to transport my sculptures safely to remote places in the forest somewhere. But there is a very special magic when you see these creatures in the nature. I'm making about one sculpture a week, so I have 50 pieces a year, and storage is becoming a problem. So, many thanks for watching. Auf Wiedersehen and stay well.